What's your favorite part of Majora's Mask? Reuniting Kafei and Anju, rescuing the farm from the aliens, calling on the 4 giants to stop the moon from falling, or buying the light arrow at the bomb shop? This is a ROM hack of Majora's Mask created by a speedrunner named Death Basket, and it makes every item you get in the game completely random, and that adds literally infinite replay value to the game. However, because of the random nature of the ROM hack, the game is exceptionally challenging and very difficult to complete sometimes. What determines the way the items are randomized depends on the file name you enter when you start the game. The different characters you enter determine how the items will be randomized. This means if you type in the same name twice, you'll encounter the exact same playthrough. For the sake of saving time, the ROM hack also skips the game's introduction. This means you don't have to start the game as Deku Link, do the Bomber's Quest, get the Moon's Tier, etc. You'll start the game as normal Link with the Ocarina. From here, you're able to immediately learn the Song of Healing from the Happy Mask Salesman, getting you the Deku Mask. But the Deku Mask can be any one of the 3 main masks: Deku, Goron, or Zora. The randomization of the 3 masks are constrained to just the methods you would use to normally get them. This is done to make the game more easy to start off with. Also, the heart pieces are not randomized at all. If you get a heart piece, it'll just be a heart piece. Every other item, however, is. For example, you could pick up a Deku Stick and it could be the Hookshot. In this ROM hack, it's actually often possible that you won't be able to complete the game, but thanks to glitches often used by speedrunners.
There are many glitches in Majora's Mask that are commonly used to skip or bypass parts of the game where you would normally need an item to progress, such as getting to Snowhead with the bow and arrow. Due to the random nature of the ROM hack, you'll often find yourself at a place where you can't progress unless you are very knowledgeable about the items, or you know some glitches. The most important glitch that you'll need to know if you find yourself in this place is called bomb hovering, and to do that, you need to activate another glitch called the Infinite Sword glitch. This can be achieved by interrupting a crouching stab attack with an action, such as reading a sign, talking to an NPC, or picking up an item. This cancels the attack before it finishes, causing your sword to be continuously considered swinging. This has some interesting effects, most notably that you cannot walk off edges while your sword is swinging. Combining this property of the sword with a damage source, you are able to hover in midair. Conveniently, bombs and bombchus are a great way to both attain the Infinite Sword glitch and bomb hover. Using bomb hovering, you're able to gain access to parts of the game early, for example getting into Zora Cape without Epona. But certain obstacles like that have a simpler way of bypassing, with methods such as the Goron Bomb Boost, which involves being hit by an explosion in the middle of a Goron Pound. Now, since bombs are so essential to using these glitches that are pretty much mandatory in some cases, the bombs are not randomized. This means purchasing the bomb bag, bombs, or bombchus will all give you the intended item. Other items that have remained unchanged are the red potion Kotake gives you, and the Lens of Truth. These items are left unchanged in order to make the game more consistently beatable. Also, for the sake of convenience, each wallet will now give you more money than originally. The default wallet will let you hold 200 rupees, the adult wallet 500, and the giant's wallet 999. This is implemented because if you get the adult's wallet after getting the giant's wallet, it will overwrite your old wallet. Also, if you were to start the game with the original wallet, which was 99 rupees, you could end up in a spot where something that you need to progress costs more than that, and you have no way to get the adult's or giant's wallet.
Bottle items are also constrained to just other bottle items. Kotake always gives you the red potion so the player can consistently get a bottle. Now if you bottle any item, it'll give you a random bottled item. For example, in this playthrough when we bottled a fish, it gave us a red potion, and bottling a fairy gave us a fish.
Sometimes you'll end up with pretty funny results, such as in our playthrough, when we went to the trading post to buy a green potion. It was the Deku Princess. Why does the shop owner have the Deku Princess?
The best way to start a Majora's Mask randomizer playthrough is by getting any items that don't require another item or completion of a side quest. Items like the Bremen Mask or the Kafei Mask, which only require you talking to an NPC to get. In this playthrough, you can see that getting the Kafei Mask actually gave us the Gibdo Mask, and the Bremen Mask gave us the Deku Stick. It's a good idea to remember or write down what gave you what, because now anytime you need a Deku Stick, we have to go back and talk to Guru again. Other simple items that are good to start off getting include the Blast Mask, which in our case gave us the Ice Arrow, the Bomber's Notebook, which in our case gave us the Giant's Wallet, and the Moon's Tier, which in our case gave us the Circus Leader's Mask. It's also possible to get the Fierce Deity Mask from any item in the game. Not only that, but the ROM hack also allows you to wear and remove the mask anywhere you want, even outside of boss rooms. Because of this, you can play as Fierce Deity Link anywhere in the game you want, and that is pretty damn awesome.
To give you a good idea of what the typical Majora's Mask Randomizer playthrough could look like, we'll briefly walk you through what we experienced on our playthrough. As we mentioned before, we got the Zora Mask from the Happy Mask Salesman, and the Deku Stick from Guru Guru. Then we talked to Kefei's mother, who gave us the Gibdo Mask. Hide and Seek with the Bombers gave us the Giant's Wallet. We then went to get the Moon's Tear, which gave us the Circus Leader's Mask. So far, none of these items aren't really anything that'll help us advance through the game. You'll have to keep trying quests and getting items until you find something that actually lets you progress. In this playthrough, the Deku Stick gave us the Hookshot. Now we can get somewhere, since the Hookshot allows us to access a lot of areas that can hold items. For example, getting into the Gerudo Fortress to get the Hookshot, which gave us the Chimero's Mask. You might notice here that Link actually appears to be holding up the Hookshot instead of Chimero's Mask. This is because when you get an item from a more important chest, the animation of Link holding that correct item will still play. Due to this, you'll have to search your inventory for the item.
This can actually be pretty fun sometimes, trying to figure out just what item the chest gave you. It can be difficult to determine at times since it's possible that you just got the shield, sword, or a quiver, which wouldn't actually change anything if you already had one of those. As you can see here, we got the ice arrow before the bow, and unfortunately you're unable to use the bow itself until you either find the bow or one of the two quivers. Since the bow is so essential to completing the game, it's a really good thing that you have 3 different items that could give it to you. The 2 better quivers and the bow itself. You've also probably noticed that Link's tunic is purple instead of green. This is just an aesthetic change of the ROM hack. The color of Link's tunic represents the game's version, and there's been a handful of versions of the game as each upgrade has had various bug fixes and tweaks to the game in order to make it more playable. In the previous version, Link's tunic was red, but in the current version, as of this video, it is purple. You can find the latest version of the ROM hack on the Zelda Speedrun forums, but I'll link the version we played in the description below. You can play this ROM hack on any N64 emulator, but if you want, you can actually install Majora's Mask Randomizer WAD on your Wii via Homebrew. The link to the WAD is also in the description below. Majora's Mask Randomizer was made for speedrunners as a little thing to enjoy, but I've never had any interest in speedrunning whatsoever, and I've still found a great level of enjoyment in this ROM hack. So even if you're not into like speedrunning or Majora's Mask speedrunning or whatever, you can still enjoy this ROM hack quite a bit, even if you don't know any glitches.
Even still, some of the most basic glitches aren't really that hard to learn, and if you do have trouble with them, that's okay. You'll still probably get a lot of enjoyment out of the game, and even be able to finish it, really, if you get lucky with your file name, without using any glitches at all. It's not really recommended that you play this game unless you're very familiar with Majora's Mask, probably having beaten it at least once or twice, and know the main quest pretty well. If you don't have that knowledge, you're probably going to be pretty confused.
Hey guys, and thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. If you liked the video, do not forget to click that like button. And if you want to see more Nitro Rad videos in the future and you're not subscribed yet, feel free to subscribe to my channel. So my friend Rob and I have been thinking about collaborating a little more, so I want to know what you guys think. Would you guys like to see more Nitro Rob in the future? Maybe even him having a few of his own videos? Might not be for a while, but like, I just want to know what you guys think before we, actually do that. Also, if you just want to watch us play Majora's Mask Randomizer, I'll link you to a video right here. I made another channel where I'm going to put up some videos of just us playing games and talking over it. I probably won't upload there often unless people really want it, but for now, it's just going to have the Majora's Mask Randomizer playthrough up there. So if you didn't quite grasp exactly how Majora's Mask Randomizer works from this video, you can just watch us playing it there if you want to. We talk and be funny and whatever. So if you're into that kind of stuff, go ahead and click on that. So I guess I'll catch you dudes later. So take care, guys.
You can still get a great deal of enjoyment and get pretty far in the game without ever doing them. What am I doing here?